As the CMDR decks, we're going to do an unboxing. This is going to be Political Puppets. This is the blue, white, red deck. So again, we have the large generals here, the oversized cards in foil, and first one we have is Newmont the Devastator, the original general for these colors. Then we have Ruhan of the Fomori, who I think is going to be really good in one-on-one if you play a lot of one-on-one. Definitely going to be a decent general for you. And then Zedru the Great-Hearted, if we can get her out. They don't make this easy. Alright, there we go. So Zedru the Great-Hearted. She might be more powerful than she initially looks from what we're looking at. So there we go, those are those three. And then now we go on to the deck. So again, just the instruction manual booklet. Let's get to the deck here. Alright, so again we go with Zedru as the first card. She is the main general of this deck. If you play it outright, she's usually the one you want to play first. Then we got some cards: Goblin Cadets, Spurn Mage Advocate, Jotun Grunt, Wall of Omens, Fog Bank. There are a lot of walls in this deck, I did notice. Nin the Paint Artist, she can also be used as a legend if you want to go blue-red, or just put her in any blue-red deck like Visit. She's going to be a very good card, I think, and definitely one you may want to pick up in foil if you're going to the release events this weekend. Then we have Zori's Guild Mage, Court Husser, Gomazoa, Guard Gomazoa, Wildakan Plotters, Wall of Denial, Plume Veil, Flame Tenkavu with some new art, and it doesn't look too bad. I think I like the older, more iconic art better, but it doesn't actually look too bad on that one. Windmore Muse, False Prophet is actually, I love False Prophet, it's a very good creature. You got Brian Stoutarm, if you want to throw False Prophet. Then we have Ruhan in his smaller card form, Chrome Shell Crab, is it Chronarch, Dominus of Fealty, Rapacious One, Newmont, then Arbiter of Norwich, Soul Ring, Armillary Sphere, and I think Soul Ring and Armillary Sphere are going to be in all of them. Felwar Stone, Howling Mine, Greaves, which is in all of them, Prophetic Prism, and then we have Champion's Helm, +2/+2, cost 3, 1 to equip. As long as the equipped creature is legendary, it has hexproof. This is very good. This might even be going into my Silvos deck, just so it gives him that extra pump. And I mean, he has Regenerate already, but hexproof plus Regenerate, much harder to get rid of. Then we got Ingot, Dreamstone Hedron, Soul Snare, Journey to Nowhere, Vow of Lightning, Ghostly Prison. You also could put Norn's Annex, Vow of Duty, Propaganda, which is another Ghostly Prison. You could also then put in the Copy Enchantment and have multiple Propaganda effects. We got Vow of Flight, Prison Term, Crescendo of War. If you have any kind of Proliferate, this can get pretty big pretty quickly for your creatures. Mars Bond, I really like the art on this a lot. We got another Brainstorm in this deck. Flutterstorm, which a lot of people might say might actually see play in some older formats like Vintage or Legacy. Then we got some Lash Out, Punishing Fire, Pollen Lullaby, Perilous Research, Vision Schemes, Whirlpool Whelm, Chaos Warp. I really love this card. It's a better Oblation, looks like Oblation's next, but this is a much better Oblation, I think. I mean, even if you're playing a deck that has, you know, a heavy number of permanents in it, whatever they're getting is probably not going to be as good enough as the General. And just getting rid of the General and putting it to the bottom of the library that they have to shuffle up for, try to tutor back. Very good card. So Chaos Warp is awesome. Oblation is similar to Chaos Warp. Then we got Murmurs from Beyond, Repulse, Spell Crumple to Hinder, Wild Ricochet. Reigns of Power is very good. It's sort of like a different Insurrection. There was also a red card that was similar to Reigns of Power that was printed in Kamigawa block. I can't remember what it's called right now, but this is a cheaper version of that, and it's instant. So if you don't play a lot of creatures, Reigns of Power is pretty good. Scattering Stroke, Breath of Dargaz, Trade Secrets, another Death by Dragons, Austere Command, very good. Now we have Insurrection, so definitely a theme on this deck. and Sky Scribing. And here we go into the non-basics. Again, Command Tower. A lot of people are going to play this card. Expect to see it across the table from you a lot if people are playing multicolor. It looks like not a lot of color fixing in this deck. Certainly a lot of islands in the basics, but not too many non-basic lands. So the Ruination in the other deck won't really affect this one as much, which is good. And that was Political Puppets.